Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Jets Stadium for the first game of a doubleheader between the Vauxhall Jets and the Calgary Bucks.
Yeah, Connor, it's a great day out here. It's a little chilly, but we got a great day of baseball and a doubleheader between the Calgary Bucks.
As Dimitri Shikako grounds that ball to second base for the 4-3 putout. Now batting, Jack Wheatley. 1 out now in the bottom of the first inning.
Jack Wheatley up to the dish.
He swings and misses that first pitch fastball. You'll see Wheatley playing shortstop today. He's a sure-handed infielder with a strong arm and a very good bat to go along with it. Jets will definitely be expecting him to produce early in this ball game. He swings and misses that pitch for strike number 2. Count now 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball rocketed to center field. Center fielder going back.
Oh, and it's over his head.
Off the wall for Jack Wheatley as he stand-up double into second base. That'll bring up the 3-hole Cardell deck. Cardell's been on an absolute tear lately, folks. As he added to his home run total on the year with another absolute missile to left field last night. He's definitely been a catalyst for this Jets offense so far, and this coaching staff's definitely hoping that he can keep up the hot hitting. So he takes that first pitch for ball 1. Wheatley leads off second with Ben Feld on deck. That fastball's taken up and in from Cardell.
A little bit of a sidewinder, this Calgary Bucks pitcher is 3/4 slot. We know what Dick does with balls inside. See if we can get one here.
Yeah, Parker's definitely got the ability to turn on the ball and do some real damage. Time is called. Do we know now the count? Pitcher comes set. Stick rips that foul ball hard to the left side. Carell will be playing third base today as we saw him get some action earlier in the top of the first inning with a strong throw to first base to get the leadoff run. Here's the pitch. And it's spiked.
Wheatley advances third on that spiked fastball.
Really good job there by Wheatley.
Yeah, really good read.
Something you love to see about the young shortstop. It's a big part of his game. Good instincts on the base pass, which I'm sure his teammates really appreciate when they're trying to drive him across and home to score. See if Dicker can do a job here and score this run. Another foul ball ripped to the left side. The Bucks infield's playing pretty far back. Looks like they'll be conceding a run on a ground ball as Dicker rips that ball foul. Couple pretty hard hit foul balls here from Cardell. Let's see if he can sit back on one and maybe drive it the other way to score a run. He's definitely got the hitting aptitude to do so. Time is called once again.
Little mind game here we got in between Cardell and the Calgary Bucks pitcher.
It's definitely a mind game, Parker. The pitch.
Slider inside.
Excellent at bat there from Cardell Dick, folks, as he draws the walk. That'll bring up Jared Benfeld. Jared Benfeld's definitely looking to do some damage here, folks. He's got a runner in scoring position, so he takes that fastball high. Cardell is definitely a threat on first base to steal. Let's see if he can use his base running skills to maybe advance one more position. Good cut there by Benfeld. That'll even the count at 1-1. These are those moments early in the game, folks, that you got to trust the swing as a hitter and just shorten up and got to capitalize, bring in an RBI. That inside fastball is taken for a strike. Bringing the count now to 1-2. Wheatley, a very strong runner at third base. You could expect any ball hit on the infield relatively well. We'll bring him home to score. Here's the pitch. Pitcher comes set. Another fastball inside. Seems like they're really trying to get in on his hands. Counts even now, 2-2. Benfeld's going to have to try and battle here. Big moment early in the ballgame for the Jets.
Slider misses out and away right there. Close call, close state.
Yeah, Parker, that pitch has got some pretty big break. Looks like a bit of a hybrid pitch, more of a, not much of a curve, not much of a slider. A slurve, some may say.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Carter.
Excellent job there by Benfeld as he grounds that ball. Shortstop.
Makes a nice play, but a run scores there for the Vauxhall Jets as they take a 1-0 lead.
That'll bring up the Calgary and Kyle Yip. Really good job there by Benfeld earlier in that at-bat. Working a good pitch count and then being able to move Cardell over to second base and bringing that run home in to score. Yip's been hitting the ball real well lately as he swings and misses that first pitch. As Yip stays hot as he rips a line drive into left field, Cardell will hold at third base though, as Yip takes a strong lead away from first for the 2-out single. That'll bring up Adam Volcano. Another big at-bat early in the ballgame for the Jets as Adam Volcano's looking to do some damage and hopefully bring home another run.
Adam has been hitting well as of late, second in average on the Vauxhall Jets this year, right behind Cardell Dick.
Yeah, it seems like Parker. Definitely seems like Adam has seen the ball real well lately. He takes that pitch in there for a ball. Yip is another threat to steal a base over there on first base. It's going to be tough to keep him close. So Volcano swings and misses that fastball.
We'll cut to that fastball, Carter, I'd say.
Yip with a pretty big lead over there at first. Volcano drives that ball to center field. Center fielder going back. Makes an excellent running catch for the third out of the inning. Saving a run, possibly two. We'll be back for more action here in the top of the second inning. Your score, 1-0 for the Jets. Welcome back, folks, to the top of the second inning. Mason DeRuck returns to the mound for the Vauxhall Jets.
After 1-0 Jets.
She throws that first pitch breaking ball in there for strike one. Good job getting ahead. That fastball is fouled to the left side.
Go, Joey.
DeRuck's ahead early, 0-2 on this Bucks leadoff hitter. Looks like he just kind of yanked on a breaking ball there. No harm, no foul. Really good pitch there from DeRuck. He gets inside and jams this Bucks hitter.
DeRuck really filling it up with the fastball the last 4 batters he's faced.
Very true, very true. Looks like the strike throwing is on this afternoon for DeRuck. That's another fastball foul left side.
That's what doesn't have much movement.
Looks like they're reluctant to give him a breaking ball here. He seems a little bit late on that fastball. It's a close breaking ball, but it's taken high for a ball. Count now even at 2-2. Good piece of hitting there by the Calgary Bucks as he reps the ground ball through the 3-4 hole. Let's see how DeRuck can work out of the stretch here this morning.
This is a good piece of hitting there by the Calgary Bucks first baseman.
Number 6.
Now, folks, Duruk's one of those lefties with a really good pickoff move. Let's see if he has to use it here in the early stage of this game. He's got what we call an A move. There it is right there as he throws over to first base to keep the runner close. Just checking up on him over there. Looked like a slider in there for strike one. Runner goes. Fisher with the throw. The runner's just in there safely. Bucks will now have a runner in scoring position early.
Very close play there.
Yeah, really strong throw there by Colin Fisher behind the dish. The Ottawa, Ontario native who
Carter.
Sorry for that interruption, folks. Looks like an infield single will drive that run home to even up the score at 1-1. Still none out in the top of the second inning. Bucks again with a runner on first base. Looks like he's a threat to steal. Duruk once again checks up on him. Now, folks, for those of you wondering where the other half of the team between me and David Stewart is, David's actually pitching this afternoon, so he'll be unable to join us in the broadcast booth. Luckily enough, though, I do have a fill-in. His name's Parker Austin from Sherwood Park, Alberta.
Yeah, guys, I'm not really used to this, but we're going to give her a go today and see how we do. David Stewart needs to focus, so he's in the dugout right now. He needs to get locked in early.
So that pitch is grounded to the left side. Nice play there by Cardell. So he throws that one over to first base for out number one. Seems like the bottom half of this inning or of this Bucks order is pretty right-handed hitter heavy. Definitely not playing into the whole lefty-lefty scenario that the Jets might have been hoping for. That pitch just misses for a ball. That pitch just outside. See if Duruk can settle down and get back in the zone. He does just that as Adam Volcano goes back on a pop fly for out number two. Good job there by Duruk getting that second out with a runner on third base. That'll bring up number 14 for the Calgary Bucks. Duruk is now just one pitch away from working out of a jam here in the top of the second inning.
Good pitch there by the Ruck.
Fastball taken for a strike. Looks like he's got a bit of arm side run on that pitch.
Shakes off Fish here.
See what he goes with. He wants the breaking ball and he throws it in there for strike number 2. Bringing the count to 0-2.
Really good pitch there. Really good execution by Mason. Looks a lot more settled in right now. Makes him chase one outside. Nice strike 3 swing as the Jets.
The Bucks will score 1 in the top of the second inning, bringing the score to all even at 1-1. We'll be back soon in the bottom of the second, where Colin Fisher will lead off for the Vauxhall Jets. Stay tuned, folks. That'll bring up the Ottawa, Ontario native, Colin Fisher. Fisher rips that ball up the middle. Looks like the Bucks were playing a bit of a shift there as the second baseman throws on to first for the first out in the top. My mistake, the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Keegan McNeil from Spruce Grove. For those of you that don't know, folks, Keegan is another Jet that has just been on an absolute tear at the plate lately. Hitting the ball really well with a couple home runs to his name. As he takes that pitch in there for ball number 1. Looks like he broke his bat there. Pedro comes on for the PFB, has trouble with it. And it's thrown away. That's a good hard 90 there by Keegan McNeil. That brings up number 5, Brennan McTavish. You'll see Brennan at shortstop today, folks. He's coming off a really strong game yesterday.
Brennan's one of those guys, well, he could give you a good at-bat every time he comes up to the plate. Finds a way to get on.
McNeil with a really big lead over there at first. Hard hit. Second baseman has trouble lifting McNeil around second base. Takes off for third.
Great base running by McNeil.
On deck.
That'll bring up from Albany, Quebec, Raphael Ranger. As Raph takes that first pitch for strike one.
No, don't.
Runners on the corners here with nobody out. Raph's got to shorten up and do a job. He does just that, finds a gap in the infield. Raph's a good runner. And looks. Looks like there was a little confusion there on what the final call was, but Raph Ranger will be safe. As that brings up Riley Pierce from Lethbridge, Alberta.
3 errors in this inning for the Bucks here, but the Jets doing a great job putting balls in play, making this defense work.
As Pierce grounds another ball over to second. Thrown on for the first out of the inning. Raphael's infield single pushes a run across to bring the score to 2-1 for the Jets. As that brings up Dimitri Shikokto from New Brunswick.
Brings up the top of the order for the Jets. See what they can do here with runners in scoring position with 1 away.
Dimitri's been really hot at the dish lately, folks, as he was able to hit 3 home runs in just 2 games last weekend, with a couple doubles to his name as well. He's been finding the barrel really well. And he's got a big opportunity here with runners in scoring position in the bottom of the second inning. Grounded to shortstop. And that'll end the bottom of the second inning. The score now 2-1 for the Vauxhall Jets. Mason Duruck will return to the mound for his 3rd inning of work, as the score remains 2-1 for the Jets. Looked like a front door 2-seamer.
Great pitch by Mason. He's been working that inside corner really well today.
It's a good breaking ball to play off that pitch. Good job by the hitter though, not chasing. That evens the count at 1-1. Folks, Duruck has a very characteristic curveball from the left side, as he throws a fastball high for ball 2. He's definitely got really good break on that pitch, and it plays very strongly off his Fastball.
Good pitch by Mason DeRuck right there. Fastball up and out a bit.
Looked like another two-seam there, Parker.
Yeah, it did. It's a great pitch.
DeRuck's one of those guys that can throw pretty much any pitch and any count for a strike. Looks like another two-seamer there on the outside half. It's fouled straight back. Jets outfield's playing pretty straight up here, with the middle part of the infield playing pretty deep in the corners. Corner's pretty standard as that pitch is taken way outside. Looked like maybe a change up there. He's got to make sure he gets out in front on that pitch. The pitch is grounded. Cardell Dick with a strong throwing arm though, with a very nice play to record the first out of the inning.
And we throw it away on the around the horn bin.
Looks like Volcano might be having a little trouble over there.
And he's laughing at himself over there.
2 times now.
Great job by Mace though to get the first ground ball and first out of the inning.
Looks like the top of the order will now be up for the Bucks. DeRuck again gets ahead. Volcano coming in. There's no room for him to make a play as the ball leaves foul territory. DeRuck again gets ahead with strike one. That pitch is taken in there for strike two. Another 0-2 count for DeRuck. Let's see what he goes with. Shakes off. And it's another breaking ball for strike three.
Mason sequencing really well right now. Everything seems to be working. His first 3 innings.
It's a quick second out there, folks. Two outs now in the top of the third inning. DeRuck working quick. As that changeup is swung right over top of for strike number one. It's a really good piece of hitting though by the Bucks. Takes that outside fastball and drives it right up the middle for a single. Let's hope DeRuck can work out of a little 2-out trouble now.
Got bumped or something by one of the kids that were running, and there was like a hedge. And came out with a impalement.
So that'll bring up the heavy hitter Luke Wilson for the Calgary Bucks.
He would try phoning me. He'd be like,
Luke Wilson last night led the team in hits with 3 for the Calgary Bucks. Calgary
Runner
Bucks.
takes off. Fisher trouble with it, and it's an easy stolen base.
or no joke. It was hard to get out, and they thought we did have to run out. And then it just leave it.
Runner in scoring position now. 2 outs in the top of the third inning. The score 2-1 for the Vauxhall Jets. It's a good pitch taken in there for strike number 2. McTavish is keeping him close over there at second base. DeRuck with the pitch, and it's a breaking ball. Looks like he caught the top half of the zone there for strike 3. That'll conclude the top of the third inning. No runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base for the Calgary Bucks. That brings up the 2-hole hitter for the Jets, Jack Wheatley. Wheatley destroyed a ball to center field earlier in the first inning. That first pitch fastball is taken low in the dirt. Folks, we got action in the Vauxhall Jets bullpen as Brett Getz seems to be getting loose.
No, but he's more
They're playing a pretty heavy shift on him to the pull side. Another fastball spiked.
Big gap between 3 and 4 hole.
Oh, I know.
Wheatley can sit back and push one to the right side of the infield. It'll be an almost guaranteed single.
Wheat sprays the ball all over the field.
Another fastball low. Pushes the count to 3-0. Let's see if Wheatley's the guy they give the green light here.
He looks taller. He looks taller. He's taller.
That inside fastball taken for ball 4. Good job by Wheatley to push a leadoff walk to start the inning. That brings up the third baseman, Cardell Dick. Cardell's already got a pair of really nice plays over there at third base. Another inside fastball taken for a ball.
Calgary Bucks pitcher starting to lose some feel a bit. Starting to lose the zone. Not be surprised if we see someone getting loose quickly.
It's 5 straight balls to start the top of the 4th inning. It's my mistake, the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Dick rips that ball into the gap in right field. Folks, Dick has added to his home run total with another home run.
Wow. Great piece of hitting by Dick. Hits it opposite field. Very close to the baseball sign there.
And that ball left on a line.
Right center trees.
Now, I'm not sure how many games in a row he's hit a home run, but the tally is definitely totaling up. Really impressive stuff there by Cardell, taking an outside fastball and hitting it on a line right over that right field wall. As Benny takes a fastball right off the spine. As that brings up Benny's roommate, Kyle Yep.
Kyle Yep had a hard hit base hit. His last AB. As he takes a strike there.
Yeah,
on the
Parker.
Calgary Bucks pitcher.
Yep has, so far this weekend, been an absolute hitting machine.
I think it's a new bat he got.
That definitely could be it, Matthew. We have reports that Yip actually has a new bat as that ball is driven to center field. Center field, they're going back.
And
Another
gone.
home run for Kyle Yip.
In the exact same spot, pretty much, as Cardell Dick. A little higher. But wow. 2 home runs on 3 pitches there from 3 batters. Vauxhall Jets take a, what is it, 6-1 lead.
6-1 lead, folks. Still nobody out. Adam Volcano now up to the dish as he takes a pretty big breaking ball in there for strike number 1. See if he can follow up what the Jets have been able to do in this inning as he swings and misses on another breaking ball.
Pretty good slider there from the Calgary Bucks pitcher. We have not seen that pitch that much lately, so not be surprised to see it a little bit more now. He's getting swing and miss off it.
Volcano had a really hard hit ball to center field that was eventually caught back in the bottom half of the first inning. Pretty big gap out there in right center field. That's where Adam Volcano loves to hit the ball the most, as he swings and misses on another breaking ball.
Tough one.
Good cut there by Volcano. That brings up the Fisher. So he takes a breaking ball right off the hip bone. As he will take first base easily. Looks like that last pitch caught Fisher right on the bottom half of the thigh. Hopefully that one doesn't affect him too much behind the plate. Is Keegan McNeil now up to the plate?
We're seeing a lot more breaking balls from this Calgary Bucks pitchers. He's starting to lose the location of the fastball. Brett Getz, warming up in the pen, would expect him to be going into this next inning.
McNeil grounds the ball, tough play.
Yep.
And the shortstop overruns it for another error from the Calgary Bucks. That brings up the shortstop, Brennan McTavish. He takes a backdoor breaking ball for ball one. It's a good pitch there.
Nice pitch.
A slider, it looked like. Count now 1-1. McTavish looking to hit another ball hard just like he did earlier in the game. And he does just that, but it's roped foul down the right field line.
Oh yeah, they can't have these kind of variations.
It's a tough pitch to ending with from McTavish. Brings up Raphael Ranger with a runner on first and second. Another breaking ball. Looks like the Jets can know what to expect now. It's been a heavy diet of off-speed pitches so far in this inning, following the 2 home runs courtesy of Cardell Dick and Kyle Yip. That's a fastball that catches Raphael in the elbow. Looks like that one stung a little bit, and that'll bring up Riley Pierce. Bases are now loaded for Riley Pierce by way of Lethbridge, Alberta. So that breaking ball is taken for ball one. It's another breaking ball. That one taken for a strike. That ball's roped to center field for a line drive. Coach K is waving McNeil home, and he'll score easily to add 2 more runs to the Jets' total, pushing the score now to 8-1. That brings up the top of the order now, with Dimitri Shikokto now hitting. Shaq ropes the ball down the first baseline. Just foul though. Runners on first and second here for the Jets with 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Wheatley is on deck. It's a high fastball taken for ball number 2.
She's just like Cooper. I'm the only one. He makes it go. That's enough.
Shaq hits a pretty lazy pop fly to center field. Center fielder calls it, and that will be out number 3. Following a 6-run bottom of the 3rd inning, the Jets now lead 8-1.
Is it this one? Yeah.
All right, folks, welcome back to the top of the 4th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound now for Vauxhall, is the 10th grade lefty from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Brett Getz, will now be on the bump. Getz is a nasty left-handed pitcher with a pretty good fastball, really good 2-seam sinking fastball, and a very good slider as well.
Yeah, Carter, he also mixed in that changeup as well. One of his really good pitches he can go to.
So that ball is lifted to right field. Kyle Yip got a tough read on that ball. That'll fall for a 9-out single in the top of the 4th inning.
You go, Brett.
Good fastball there by Getz for strike 1. Looked like that had a little mustard on it.
Brett Getz this fall has been very good on the mound for the Vauxhall Jets. Hopefully he can continue to be good.
Agreed, Parker, agreed. Fisher does a good job with that low fastball. Folks, unfortunately, the broadcast booth today is, we have a new member up here. Fortunately, we have a new member, as David Stewart is actually not with us right now. He'll be pitching later today, so he took the option with broadcasting. That ball is lifted to center field. for a home run as the Bucks will score 2 on that ball.
Joey Gagnon right there hits an absolute bomb to center field there.
As I was saying, folks, unfortunately David Stewart is actually not in the booth today, as he'll be pitching later today. So it's myself, Carter Anderson, and Parker Austin bringing you the action today in the broadcast booth on Vauxhall Jets TV. We thank all 18 of you for watching this broadcast. It's an honor to be able to talk to you today as Cardell Dick throws it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Good job by Getz there.
Yeah, good bounce back pitch by Getz after giving up that home run.
One out now.
Great run on that two-seam fastball by Brett Getz as the Bucks hitter chases one outside right there.
That pushes the count even at 1-1. That's a changeup taken outside. Getz hits the outside corner there for strike number 2 with the fastball. Showing a really good feel with that pitch so far. Hopefully he can keep it up. Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Boyko. We really appreciate it. Gets with the pitch, delivers, and it is swung on for strike 3 as Fisher throws it down to third base.
What?
That lively fastball is taken in there for strike number 1.
I thought he was yelling. Brett Getz really filling it up right here. 2 really good fastballs. Outside corner.
We got action in the bullpen.
Really good spot for that changeup. An even better take, though, by the Calgary Bucks hitter as he lays off that nasty pitch with a little bit of depth on it. It's fastball outside for ball number 2. Folks, we once again have action in the Jets bullpen. Garrett Smith is now getting loose, the big grade 12 right-handed pitcher, as that ball is grounded to Brennan McTavish. Tough play. But nothing McTavish can't handle as he throws on to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be back for more of Vauxhall Jets baseball. Thank you for joining us. All right, folks, that'll bring up Jack Wheatley. Another breaking ball is taken outside for ball number 1. Let's see if Wheatley can start a little bit of offense here for the Jets.
She likes everybody.
Male, female, female.
Keep that momentum rolling after the 6-run. What was it? 6-run 4th inning.
Very well said, Parker. There's definitely been no shortage of offense today for this Jets lineup. From top to bottom, they've all been hitting the ball very well. As Wheatley takes that fastball just outside. Really big gap over there between the first and second baseman.
They love playing the shift.
Another breaking ball there. Catcher has a bit of trouble with it, but Wheatley will hold at first base. And folks, that'll bring up the third baseman, Cardell Dick. May I remind you of the absolute moonshot he hit back in the bottom of the 3rd inning to start off that 6-run bottom half of the inning. Cardell surely won't be thinking about that last one though. He takes a really good swing there. Fouled straight back on another breaking ball. Can't expect him getting much to hit here. 0-2 now the count with Wheatley leading off at first base. Wheatley takes off. High fastball. Catcher has a bit of trouble with it. And Wheatley is in there easily at second base with a stolen bag.
Not a great jump by Wheeler right there, but catcher bobbling it helped him out a bit. Wheatley is one of the faster players on the Vauxhall Jets.
You know, Parker, he's able to combine that very fast running ability with a very good base running instincts. As Cardell swings on another breaking ball for strike 3, gets away from the catcher, and he will advance to first base. That brings up Jared Benfeld.
First and third and none out for the Vauxhall Jets.
Benfeld sits back on that breaking ball. Fouls it a ways away out of play. Dick with a pretty big lead over there, and he takes off. but no throw is steals that bag quite easily. Benfeld's got some pop, folks, in that right-handed swing, and it looks like the Bucks know it. They're playing quite far back in the outfield. He hit an absolute moonshot. It was just a couple feet foul last night. He'll be looking to push one into fair territory as he swings and misses that high breaking ball. Brings up Kyle Yep. Yep takes a breaking ball up in the zone for ball one.
Is that right? Well, he had a mustache when I first met him. He wore a mustache, but
Yep hits another ball hard to the left side as it gets through. Jeff takes a hard turn and he will advance.
Good job.
It's a 2 RBI single for Kyle Yep. That'll bring up Adam Volcano, number 16. Volcano's 0 for 2 this afternoon with a very hard hit ball to center field and a strikeout earlier in the third inning. It's a good breaking ball taken in there for strike one.
the white is a white here. Mind you, that's close.
Runner goes. And he's down sliding. Safe.
Again, no throw.
No throw by the catcher there. A lot of breaking balls we're seeing out of this pitcher right now in this inning.
Folks, looks like Garrett Smith is back up and throwing with a little bit more intensity than we saw earlier. I would expect him to be out there on the mound next inning for the Jets. As Volcano takes a really good fastball, pains it on the outside corner. Yip's at second base now for Colin Fisher. Fisher's done a pretty good job behind the dish so far for the Jets. He's looking to drive in Kyle Yip with 2 outs in this bottom half of the 4th inning. Jets already have 2 so far as a result of that Kyle Yip single.
Yeah. Well, and Shade can't throw anything. Right? It's all this like slowly.
Yip decides to hold. Good read there. Could have been trouble if he decided to go in advance to third base. Folks, Fisher's the type of guy that's got a really good feel for hitting. We've seen it all throughout this fall as he's able to get on base time after time. He's displayed a little bit of pop too in that bat with the recording a home run to dead center field over the batter's eye last weekend. That's a swing and a miss on a good breaking ball.
Vauxhall Jets right now having trouble hitting a slider. See if they can make a little bit of an adjustment here.
When
Fisher ropes a line drive. Foul. That'll keep the count even.
That's it. Good job.
Down to the third base side. And Fisher will be out at first base. That concludes the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Jets lead 10-3. New pitcher in for the Vauxhall Jets start off the top of the fifth inning. Garrett Smith, by way of Coaldale, Alberta, gets ahead with the first pitch fastball. Strike number 2 on the outside corner. Smith gets ahead early. It's a breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3.
G. Smitty, one of those consistent guys that's consistently fill up the zone every time he goes to the mound.
Yeah, Parker is what we call a strike thrower. It's definitely one of his strengths. That pitch is lined to right field. For the 1-out single. Good job by Smith filling up the strike zone.
Yeah, my mom knows that. Yeah, just use my dad's. Just use my dad's, buddy. I just need a name so that it looks like I got it. But my dad will pay. This is how Ryan was as well. Call everybody and then say she got so much names. How many names I call it? How many
and he throws one in there for strike number 1. Count even now at 1-1.
And $1 for each.
I just fouled. 1 and 2 now. The Cowler runner on first base and 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Your Jets lead 10-3.
Oh, I said, you back? Oh, really? This is how it works. I take Pat's money, but I'll take yours for me.
The breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. Another strikeout on that curveball for Garrett Smith.
Well, he's always been just reported on every vehicle. He stays on campus. I said, he said, so a couple, when Bill came the last week, he had phoned me and said his zipper on the back. The one and only thing that I didn't find on freaking Friday is the gold.
Slider bounces in down away there.
He's like, well, we're going to Walmart. I'll just I said, do not go back to Walmart. It'll just break in. Gold. I said, Shields is right by Walmart. Go and get like a night. It's amazing. It's amazing down there.
That ground ball takes a weird hop to Riley Pierce over there at second base.
Go and buy
That's gonna end the inning.
Steps on the bag for out number 3.
this one was 3 years old.
All right, folks, we are back for more action here. As Keegan McNeil starts off the bottom of the 5th inning with a pop out to the second baseman.
New pitcher in for the Calgary Bucks.
Like Parker said, there's a new arm in for the Calgary Bucks. He throws a fastball in there for strike 1 on the outside corner against McTavish. That ball was driven to right field. Brennan hits an absolute moonshot to right field for his first home run as a Vauxhall Jet. Great swing there by McTavish. That ball get out of here in a hurry, folks. Brendan McTavish's solo home run will extend this Jets lead to 11-3. That ball was driven, folks. As Raph lines a pretty hard hit ball to third base. Unfortunately for Raphael there, that hard hit line drive right at the third baseman. Otherwise it would have been a definite single. That brings up Riley Pierce. Pierce with a 2 RBI line drive single to center field with the bases loaded earlier in the game. Looks to stay hot here. He swings over top of the fastball. Brings the count to 1-1. Ball's hit foul down the right field line. One and two now, the count with 1 out. Pierce looking to extend this inning. The catcher wants a high fastball.
And he gets it.
Gets it just a little outside though. It's a breaking ball taken again outside. Full count now. Caden Haluka, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? Here's Showley lifts a fly ball to left field. It is caught for the third out of the inning. And that will conclude matters in the bottom of the fifth inning. Jets get 1 run on 1 hit with Brennan McTavish going big fly to right field. We'll be back for more action in the top of the 6th inning. Welcome back, folks. Top of the 6th inning here. As Garrett Smith remains on the mound for the Jets. Gets ahead with strike one. That pitch is taken inside for ball one. Ball's hit hard to the right center gap. Looks like Ranger had a tough read on that ball. And the Bucks hitter will slide in for a double to lead off the inning.
I mean, what could happen very easily, very quickly on a lot of.
You give him a hit there.
Just for a second, if you don't have enough hits.
Oh, I see her in when you got
Big one. Yeah.
Garrett puts a fastball in there for strike one. He goes to the breaking ball for strike number two. Good job by Garrett after the double, coming back and throwing strikes. Fish goes out to talk to his pitcher. Looks like they might be switching up the signs with a runner on second base. Want to make sure they're on the same page so that a cross-up doesn't happen.
That would be bad.
There's a base hit into center field.
Smith leaves that breaking ball up in the zone.
They
It's
hold the
repped up
runner
the
at
middle for
third.
a single. Good job by Ranger getting that ball in quick. Holding the runner at third base.
Good. What number are you? I realized after that you did it too. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to watch. And I recognized who you were, just so you know, even without telling me. And I was like, and the girl, and
Really good change up there by Garrett Smith for the second strike.
I know.
Joey Gagnon back up to the dish for the Calgary Bucks.
I can tell.
Went big flies last AB.
A wild pitch there from Garrett Smith, and that'll bring him around.
Whoa. Try, guys.
Another take from the Calgary Bucks. First baseman. It's a full count. He rolls over to second base. P-Dog fielding it. Gets the out at first. Runner advances to third. Calgary Bucks shortstop coming in to the dish. The runner on third with one away in the inning.
On the game.
It's a breaking ball taken high.
I thought when it was coming in, but that's not possible.
That fastball gets in on his hands for strike number 2. Good pitch there by Garrett. That fastball just misses.
Good frame there by Colin Fisher. Almost still a strike there.
Popped up to the right side infield. Riley Pierce calls on it and will make the play for out number 2. Good job by Garrett.
Go, Jack.
Great job by Riley Pierce there.
Breaking ball taken high and away. Ball number 1. It's grounder right back to Garrett. He will flip onto Adam Locano at first base for out number 3. That concludes matters in the top of the 6th inning. The Bucks get 1 run on 2 hits, leaving 1 man stranded. We'll be back soon in the bottom of the 6th inning. That brings up Dimitri
Don't touch the
Shigako.
wasps. Don't touch the wasps. Wasps are nice. Go good, man. Now smack it. Don't smack it. Don't smack it on something. Fine. Oh, it's a straight line. In and out. Kill it now. No, don't. Come in. See, it's coming for you. Are you recording? Are you recording?
Dimitri's gonna have to battle now with 2 strikes on him.
Well, they also got a tie. Option for
Useless picture.
Looked like some sort of breaking ball.
like peanut butter and rice.
Dimitri rips that ball to left field. Looks like it's going to be getting down for a double. And it does. Dimitri takes the hard turn. And will stand up at second base. Another double to Dimitri's name. Brings up Jack Wheatley. Wheatley's hit a couple balls very hard in this first game of the doubleheader. He's going to have another chance here to bring in an RBI. Again, not sure what pitch to classify that as.
12-6 probably.
It's got a lot of break. Looks like some sort of slow 12-6 curveball. Dimitri leads off second base. Another big gap on the right side of the infield there for Wheatley. It's jammed there. It's popped straight up. Can the catcher make a play?
Good try, good try. Almost had it.
He cannot. One on one now the count. See if Wheatley can hit a ball hard enough to try and drive home this run.
Big hole in the 3-4 here.
Wheatley's hit by a pitch, catches him right on the hand. That brings up Cardell Deck. Cardell's 1 for 2, a walk, a home run, and a strikeout. He has reached all 3 times though. As there's runners on first and second. 2 very good runners. At that, as Dimitri and Jack Wheatley are both very strong on the base pass with good speed and quickness. You got to believe that any ball to the outfield could pretty much bring Dimitri home. See what Cardell can do here. It's another one of those big breaking balls that Cardell fouls off. 1-2 the count. Gonna have to battle here. So maybe expect a high fastball from this pitcher. Trying to play off that big slow breaking ball.
That's and you know, like the cement of and I never know he's outside till I hear the all that, just get the damn ball.
And a high fastball is what he goes to, folks.
I fell in a hole.
Cardell does not chase though, good discipline shown.
It was like a, no, they never got the balls, but, oh, they did.
Wes and Brennan are playing it cool. Like, I'm like, I care about fucking ball. No, there's a hole in the ground about this deep, totally covered with leaves, and I like stepped right in it.
Your hips are better now?
No, my hip feels not so good.
Cardell takes another big breaking ball high. 3-2 now the count with nobody out and 2 runners on base. Cardell can get on base here. That would definitely ignite another rally for this offense.
Full count.
And it's a high fastball taken for ball 4. Cardell works his second walk of the day, and that'll load the bases for Jared Benfield. Benfield, just a small town Alberta boy. Daysland, Alberta product.
Small town, big boy.
Jared swings through a high heater.
Online game that we couldn't come here for. And it was a grand slam.
Jared's playing the EH position today after roaming the hot corner, third base, in last night's affair.
A little bit of a pulled breaking ball or pulled fastball there. Couldn't really tell.
He takes that pitch down and away for a ball.
I was watching him run.
How about you, Jared?
Oh, what? Cancel a week off.
Pitcher comes,
It's off.
Up and in.
and Benfield takes an up and in fastball.
Chin music.
For those of you that remember earlier, Benfield wore a fastball right off the center of the back. Looked like it caught a bit of spine. I'd imagine that one stung pretty bad, and that
Yeah,
a bruise
Jared-
will definitely develop. Let's see
Jared's
if
getting beat up a bit.
Jared can overcome that earlier notion. He takes up very slow, very high breaking ball.
Yeah, very Ephus-like.
Definitely very Ephus-like. Benfield takes that fastball down and away.
Like I was on like both knees. It was at this speed. Last week when I said, and then I said, and then I said, what did I say?
Big spot here for Jared.
Well, and I said,
See if he can extend this lead even further. He's on a fastball as he fouls it straight back. Dimitri at third base, Wheatley at second, and Cardell Deck at first. Our leadoff 2-hole and 3-hole hitters are all on base to start this inning. Folks, I spoke to Jack Wheatley between innings just a few minutes ago, and I asked him how he felt about the game so far, and he said he's just happy to be out here and enjoying baseball.
Great wise words from Jack Wheatley.
Very wise words. Beautiful October day out here in Vauxhall.
Too chilly.
Benfield will take ball 4. Very good take. That brings in Dimitri. That'll bring up Kyle Yep. Yep's in right field today. He left the yard earlier in the game. An absolute moonshot to right center field. He's 3 for 3 so far. 2 very hard hit balls to the left field and a home run. See if he can stay hot. The base is loaded. Big RBI opportunity for Kyle Yep.
well, some of them would fit each other, but for the most part, I think
Folks, Yip's one of those guys that just has a natural gift for hitting. He's got really good barrel control. He's able to hit the ball hard since he was a very young kid.
Agree with you there, Carter.
He's actually
Very skilled.
He's actually a switch hitter, folks. I see he's actually going right hand, and that's not bad. That is his comfortable side. Maybe he's working on something as he pops that pitch up. Foul ground. No one calls it. And it is called by the third baseman. It brings up Adam Volcano. Volcano's been on a tear as of late. Hitting very well as he swings over that first pitch fastball. Just taken outside for a ball. 1-1 now the count.
Calgary Bucks pitcher batting control a bit lately. Got in some walk troubles here this inning.
Adam Volcano could maybe find a gap here for a double. That would be very big. Catcher can't find it. No advance though by Wheatley. Cano finds a gap on the right side. He's a good runner, and he makes it safely. An infield single. That'll bring across the run. Once again, the bases are loaded. This time for Colin Fisher, following that Adam Volcano infield single. Fisher hits a pop fly to right field. Right fielder under it. Cardell decides not to tag, remaining at third base. McNeil now is dead. Keegan McNeil of Spruce Grove, Alberta sends a ball to the right center gap for a double off the wall. It'll bring it across two. Cardell Dick and Jared Benfield score. Sorry for the delay there, folks. Garrett Smith returns to the mound for the Vauxhall Jets as that leadoff batter lifts a fly ball and Dimitri Chicago makes a sensational catch for the first out of the inning. Garrett Smith gets ahead with strike one as the Bucks batter, number 6, will swing right over top of that first pitch fastball. It's a breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 2. Good
G.
job.
Smith's breaking ball's been on all day.
You can say that again, Parker. You could definitely say that again. It's grounded, athletic play over there by the pitcher, Garrett Smith. He will casually flip onto first base for out number 2. It's a good job by Garrett, proving that pitchers can and are athletic.
Yeah, just showing it off right there, Garrett. Good boy.
What you love to see. Fish has a little trouble with that fastball. Misses just outside for ball 1.
So perfect. Is it right? Such a perfect creature that
Smith fires back another fastball for strike number 1, evening the count at 1-1. That one misses. 2-1 now the count. Fish has trouble with another fastball. That one looked close, but Smith does not get the call. It's a line drive foul ball to right field. Just deep enough so Volcano couldn't make a play, and just shallow enough so the right fielder Kyle Yip could also not make a play. They'll keep the count at 2-2. Looks like Fish wore that foul ball off the bare hand. That cannot feel good, folks. Our umpire, Luke Lukowski, will walk out to the mound, try and give Fish some time. That one definitely stung.
I'm not ready to talk.
Smith looks in for the sign. He's ready to finish this one off. It's grounded to Cardell Dick, who's been sure-handed all day over there at third base. Throws on to Adam Volcano, and that will conclude things in the first part of this doubleheader. The Vauxhall Jets win the ballgame 15-4 in 7 innings. Thank you all for joining us here this morning. We will be back for more action soon as David Stewart will take the mound in Game 2. Thank you very much for watching. This will conclude Game 1.
Thanks, everybody.